The atmosphere grew tense as the group questioned Wang Chang's erratic behavior and sudden outburst. He demanded to know if the newcomer had arrived simply to cause chaos and provoke a confrontation. The onlookers were stunned to see influential figures suddenly acting as bodyguards for the mysterious Jiang, prompting many to reconsider their loyalties. Despite the gathering meant for celebration, the newcomer refused to tolerate the local praise being heaped upon someone he considered a mere outsider. Standing his ground, he demanded a formal apology for the disrespect shown to his classmates' appearance. She tried to de-escalate the situation, telling Jiang Cheng that the insult wasn't worth the trouble he was taking. The aggressor scoffed at the demand, mockingly dismissing the outsider and daring anyone to try and force an apology from him. Pushed to his limit, the young man warned that he wasn't as weak or passive as his humble origins might suggest. Shock and disbelief washed over the bully's face as he realized he had actually been struck in front of everyone. Jiang Cheng mockingly suggested his opponent seek medical help for his mental state, even offering to pay for the bill before the fight intensified. Sensing the imminent danger, his ally shouted a desperate warning for him to stay on his guard. The confrontation was cut short as the instigator was told to take his foul mouth and leave before things took a lethal turn. Retreating in anger, the defeated bully spat out a final threat, promising that this grudge was far from over. Curiosity rose regarding the bully's status, revealing his family dominated the food industry with 2 major companies and a massive market share. Unfazed by the wealth of his opponent, Jiang Cheng smiled coldly, eager to test just how strong that corporate empire really was. Concerned for her safety after the ordeal, Jiang Cheng decided it was best to escort the shaken Zhouing back home immediately. With the mood ruined, the group decided to wrap up their drinks and depart from the gathering. Despite the host's profuse apologies for the incident, Jiang Cheng brushed it off, valuing their brotherhood over the evening's drama. He handed over the keys, confident in her ability to handle a high-performance vehicle given her sophisticated background. They shared a light-hearted moment about her past as a prominent socialite while she promised to get them to their destination safely. Feeling the thrill of the engine, she lamented that the city traffic prevented her from truly pushing the supercar to its limits. He was surprised to discover her hidden passion for high-speed racing. She admitted that her strict upbringing had always kept her away from the track, leaving her with a long-held desire to drive fast. He promised to give her a real opportunity to experience the racetrack the next time they were together. As they arrived, she grew sentimental, expressing deep gratitude for his constant protection and support. Noticing the late hour, he bid her a quiet farewell, while she hurried away with a sudden sense of urgency. He watched her go, wondering if her quick exit was a sign of lingering shyness or something more. Turning his focus back to business, he prepared to test his new security team, intending to use the conflict with Wang Chang to make his mark in the city. Disastrous news began to trend online as a massive food safety scandal involving disgusting production practices was linked to Wang Chang's family business. Word spread quickly that the family's reputation was being dismantled piece by piece as their unsanitary secrets went viral. The reports grew worse, exposing the use of expired and rotten materials in their most popular products. As retailers pulled their stock and investigators moved in, the once mighty food empire faced total financial collapse. His allies suddenly recalled the cryptic warning Jiang Cheng had issued the previous night. They realized that his earlier calm challenge was actually a prelude to the total destruction of his enemy's livelihood. The sheer scale of his influence became clear as everyone realized the Wang family wasn't just losing money, they were being erased. It became undeniable that Jiang Cheng operated on a level far beyond any ordinary person they had ever encountered. Inside the Wang household, panic set in as the patriarch struggled to handle the flood of legal troubles and falling stocks. The father's rage boiled over as he demanded to know who was responsible for the sudden assault on their business. Seeing his son's battered face, the father realized that a personal vendetta had likely triggered their corporate downfall. The son admitted he had been humbled by a newcomer he thought was a nobody, unaware of the power the man truly held. The father shouted in frustration, berating his son for his constant thuggery and for finally picking a fight with the wrong person. Sensing a targeted strike, the father demanded every detail of the previous night's encounter to identify the mastermind behind their ruin. After decades of building his empire, the elder Wang watched in horror as his life's work vanished in a single night of retribution.